because culture is everything. It's how a firm operates, right? So it's the continuous success and growth of the three types of capital: financial capital, pragmatic capital, symbolic capital, right? Now, I'm going to talk about, it's surprising to me how many people that are in business don't actually understand capitalism. In every organization, you've got three types of capital. Financial capital, we all know what that is, yes, so we don't need to spend time on that. Pragmatic capital is your unique capacity to satisfy customers. What do we do that nobody else does that enables us to generate revenue and take care of customer concerns? And then there's your symbolic capital, which is the bigger narrative that exists about you in the marketplace. It's a combination of your brand, right, and a bigger narrative about you. So let's watch. Quick primer on capitalism. All right, how many of you got your own companies? Pretty much everybody in the room. Excellent, right? So let's just think. If you started your own company, which of the three types of capital did you start with? I hear mumbling, but no words. Well, typically you start with one, and the one is you start with pragmatic. You had an idea, a product, a service, you had something that said, let's go do this, okay? Now, and this is where surprisingly most people in big companies don't get it, what comes next? Symbolic. See, everybody's go, oh, you got to get financial capital. No. Investors don't invest in products. They invest in stories. You need to have a powerful narrative about your pragmatic capital. That's what attracts investment capital. Then, in theory, the virtuous cycle of what we call capital conversion starts. So you convert one type of capital into another. So with more financial capital, I expand our pragmatic capital. We could expand our offers. We make more products. We enhance our products, et cetera, et cetera. That gives us more symbolic capital. All of a sudden now people are talking about, hey, there's this great new company. Have you heard about them? That makes it easier to recruit. Right? That makes it easier to attract more customers, which in turn generates more financial capital, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Capitalism is not about how can I pull the most money possible out of the organization. It's how do I make the most effective capital conversions, because if I do that right, I'll end up with substantial financial capital. One of the things that's got our economy stuck now, this is my sidebar rant, is we've got too many people trying to pull the financial capital out of organizations, not reinvesting it, right? We've got more financial capital sitting on the sidelines in the country now than we ever have in our history. And the problem is, if we don't keep it moving, as I try and explain to the finance guys, financial capital sitting by itself is just dirty paper. It's useless. In fact, it devalues due to inflation the longer it sits. Not surprisingly, I don't get a lot of traction with that conversation.